Howdy YouTube, I just wanted to do a quick review on Rogue One, let you guys know what I thought of the movie. There will be a few spoilers, so if you don't want to hear those, then do yourself a favour and I guess don't listen to this review. I'm going to go through the things I liked about the movie, some of the things I disliked. Overall, a fantastic movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Personally, it's maybe my favourite Star Wars movie, or equal favourite, along with Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. I really love this movie, and I'm going to get into that very soon. Okay, so let's start with the beginning. The main character, Jun, she was okay. She came across to me not all that likable initially, very hostile. The opening scene I thought was fantastic. I love that director Krieg rocks up there. He's got the Death Troopers, fantastic name, fantastic looking Stormtroopers, by the way. He rocks up there, you know, Jun's parents or mum is killed. I really like that opening scene. I think they did that really well. Established things. The villain, or not the villain, but the guy that designs the Death Star, who's Jun's father. One thing I really like, the actor that plays him is the villain from one of my favourite movies, and that's James Bond, Casino Royale. So I really thought he did a great job as an Imperial scientist there. So I really enjoyed that. They started building her up. She was quite good. The Rogue One crew, I thought was a very solid crew. They all did a fantastic job as well. One thing I'm going to mention I was a little disappointed about, in the figures, they released this guy with all these cool weapons and everything, and you see him very briefly in the movie, and he does absolutely no fighting whatsoever. So he was garbage. He can go. This guy was in it briefly. He just sort of fights and I guess gets killed along with everyone in the movie. That's the big spoiler, I suppose. But yeah, there was some great stuff. In terms of Stormtroopers, they were incompetent as ever, but at least they fought a little bit better than they have in previous movies, so that was good. The new designs, the Scarif Trooper, I think they looked fantastic. They weren't really in the movie all that much, but they still looked quite cool. The Stormtrooper armor is horrible. I don't know why they don't fix that. They die left, right, and center. But yeah, they made an appearance. The Death Troopers, again, they seemed really intimidating and really good when it came to actual combat. They weren't that great. They got killed pretty easy in my view. I did like the way that everyone's death was special in the movie. They made a note of it and, you know, really highlighted the fact that these people were sacrificing themselves for something really good, like the poor Imperial defector that gets jerked around by everybody. You know, his death was at least allowing the shields to go down to get the transmission up. The, you know, Jedi Temple guy, his death was really good. It was activating the master switch. His like brother or friend, kind of had a spotlight on him too. So everyone's death I thought was quite good. Not good, but done really well. So that was awesome. Darth Vader, what a machine. A lot of people, I think, are not going to like the movie because they were expecting him to be in it more. He was in it enough for me. A little bit more would have been nice, but when he was in it, he was fantastic. The scene on Mustafar where you see him in the cryo tube and they get him out there, that was well done. The other scene that was fantastic, the ending. I don't think you could have scripted a better ending. Personally, I absolutely loved the ending. You have Tarkin there, and Tarkin was fantastic in that movie also. And you have him taking over the Death Star, but you have basically a lead on straight to the end of the movie, to the start of A New Hope. And it was so well done. The scene where all the rebels gear up and they're all ready to fight, and you just see Vader with the lightsaber, and he literally mows down, 20, 30 rebels as they try, frantically to get rid of the Death Star plans. It was great to see Vader in action as a boss, which is something we really didn't get to see in a lot of the other movies. So I think that was done fantastic. The ending left me really excited to see what happens next. And I was a big fan of Rogue One. I think it was great. The AT-AT walkers weren't all that great. They were kind of garbage. But the fight scenes were great. I think this had some of the best fight scenes in any of the Star Wars movies. I mean, the effects were reasonably good. Great action sequences. Good fighting between rebels and stormtroopers. That was done really well. The villains I liked. the plot was simple to follow and reasonably good. There was a little bit at the start that I wasn't a fan of, where it kept chopping and changing from everything, but there was some great scenes. Really, from the time that they work out that Jun's father is still alive and has the plans for the Death Star, the movie really picks up in my view. The first half is kind of here or there, you can take it or leave it, but the second half really comes on strong in my view. I was a big fan of the movie. I really liked it. Let me know what you thought below of the Stormtrooper designs, of the scene with Darth Vader at the end, and what you thought of the movie overall. Let me know in the comments below, and I've got more Star Wars videos coming up soon.